out that you're not always an enthusiastic guy, but it seems like there's a little added emotion right now. Gives the feeling, a couple days ahead of getting back in there.
It's been a while, man. I've been doing a lot of color work and desk work, and that's been fun, and I've been in the sport, but this adrenaline, this drive, this sacrifice that I put myself through to make 155, which is why I wanted to go back down. I have to diet, I have to train hard, I have to do all that extra cardio, and I'm here. It's here. It's fight week. We're days away, and I feel great. And my daughter's at home. She knows a little bit more about what's going on, which is why I wanted to call her. It was a last-minute idea I had sitting in my hotel room with my team. I was like, let's just FaceTime with Aisling. And yeah, and this one's also for my mom, man. I've been thinking more and more about how she's my dad's gone, so she's the rock of the family, and she's the one that made me the tough SOB I am today. So just thinking a lot about my family and why I do this again, and whatever. I'm going in there to win on Sunday night. I don't freaking know what's going to happen, and a part of me doesn't care. I'm going in there to beat the living crap out of that dude, and we'll see what happens.
It's funny. I think it's been like some social media messages and stuff, but people talk about your layoff and you've been doing color work, and it seems like it kind of angers you a little bit, right? Like you want people to, they're not looking at the right way. Why does that get to you so much?
Because it's not been by choice. I didn't choose for Ally Aquinta to fight Habib instead of me. I didn't choose to then break my arm and have a switch of opponents against Mike Perry, and that's what put me out ultimately. So if I fight that night in Brooklyn, and then I fight in July, I'm probably fighting 3 times last year and not once and having a broken arm. So it's just circumstances that have kept me out. My producers and stuff gave me all that work because I had the time, but they are well aware that this is, front and center of where I want to have all my focus right now. And so when people say that he's putting it on the back burner, people start thinking maybe I'm thinking about retirement. None of that is true.
I was going to say, so, you feel like the commentary, I know you enjoy doing it, and I'm sure it's been a blessing to keep you busy, but you almost feel like people aren't looking at you the right way and not treating you respected as a fighter?
Right, but I also take that as a compliment, right? Because people are like, legit, okay, this guy's doing such a good job at this. Why would you even want to go back to getting elbowed, kicked, and kneed and stuff like that? So part of me is also like, all right, well, when this is done, that's something I'm going to focus on, and maybe getting back into the acting and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, right now it's Sunday night, James Vick. That's all there is.
55 still seem like the right choice right now?
Yeah, it sucks, man. It's not necessarily the water cut that's just going to suck. It's just I dieted really hard. I was really focused on getting my body fat down, getting lean, so that the water comes off easy at the end, and not suffering. That's why I can go out there, and I could have really hit pads. Duke doesn't get in until an hour or so from now. Otherwise, I'd probably have been out there crushing Thai pads for everybody, and that would have been even crazier than beating up my boy Craig, who's my height, not 6'3". So it's just like, we've been having fun all week until Duke gets in.
What are you expecting on Sunday? Because I think people are looking at this. Obviously, both of you guys want to, get back in the win column, but stylistically, it looks like it could be fun.
Yeah.
Does what happened in your last fight change your approach to anything? What kind of fight do you think we're going to see?
No, that doesn't change anything. The game plan wasn't what it was supposed to be for Perry, and then you snap your arm, and you got to rethink things when you're in there. But I think it's tough. I think he's tough. It's a hard fight. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. He's tall. He uses it. He's got good boxing. He's got great submissions. It's going to be a war. And have you ever sat here with a microphone in front of me when I'm not facing somebody that everybody's like, this could be the fight everybody's going to be talking about? It's like I was joking with my teammate. I'm like, when am I going to get one of those fights where everybody's not saying that? Like, maybe all Felder's going to smash this dude. I don't get any of those fights. But that's why I'm here in the spot that I'm in, because the UFC knows that no matter what, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to leave it on the line.
And when you're going through a year like you did last year, where there's so many ups and downs, and then you're also doing the color commentary on the side, but you're doing more and more gigs, and so you're at the arena and you're just in this environment. Does that almost exacerbate, I guess, the frustration of not being able to be the one in there?
Yeah, it's tough. I get to see the Kevin Lees, the Iaquintas, the Justin Gaethje's, Cowboys doing this stuff, seeing their before and how they are after, and they get those ups and downs that I don't have them when you're just doing color. You show up, you do your job, and we go have a beer at the bar afterwards. And I miss that. When you're in it, all you can think about is how much the weight cut sucks and this and that, and training every day, 3 times a day, it sucks. But when you're outside of it, you're like, God damn, I miss that, man. I miss it. So it It does. It's tough to watch all these guys get the glory, get these knockouts, get the bonuses, and I'm like, that was me just a year ago, getting 3 of those in 1 year, you know, and now but that's good. There's ups and downs in this sport, and I had an all over the place 2018, but it's February 2019, and we'll see.
What do you make of the division right now since you've been out? I mean, the champion said he's probably going to sit out until the end of the year. Cowboys now back in the division. Tony still doesn't. Poirier's out there. What do you make of that?
I think it's open right now, and there's a lot of great fights that can be matched up, and that's why I'm so hungry to get my chance at it. You know, I really think this is the time, if I can capitalize and, you know, this week and see who wins in these next few weeks. You got Barboza and Justin Gaethje coming up. You know, Cowboy just had a big win. That's like the one guy in the division, and Anthony Pettis, that I'm like, and not fighting them, but there's so many other guys that are looking for matchups, and we'll see what shakes out with winners and losers.
What are you loving about Phoenix so far?
Well, I mean, I was hoping to love the sunny weather and the hot temperatures coming from Milwaukee, where it was at one point negative like 50-some degrees with the wind chill, and people were, you know, getting frostbitten outside if you were out for more than a minute. But it's a big city, you know. It's a sports city. These people love sports. They've got teams. These events usually do well in these kind of places, and just based on this group that came out right here, I'm pumped to get out there, man. You know, the place is going to be full by the time I fight, and I'm amped up right now. I'm ready to go punch somebody.
I think it's generous to say we have teams. I don't know if the Phoenix Suns are much of a
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. They exist, is what I'll say. Yeah, they exist.
What's the when the temperature outside is negative 50 degrees? What's like the worst, and what is the most ridiculous example of that time?
Well, okay, so not only is it negative, whatever it is, it had snowed like a day or so before, right, Craig? Day before? So we've got like a foot of snow, and then it's all just ice mountains everywhere. So your car, from the snow, you couldn't get out and do much with it because it was snowed. Then it drops to below 50, you know, negative 50 degrees. So we're out there where you can't even feel your fingers, and you're trying to scrape this ice off of your car. The gym had to even close, but the athletic club was open, so I'm going and doing runs there and then swimming at night for 2 days while the gym was closed. So I didn't miss it. I didn't miss a day in all that. Not one day.
What's it like when you're cutting weight?
Well, that doesn't, like, it was far enough out where I was dieting, but I wasn't, you know, worried about dropping water or anything like that. But you actually burn more calories in the cold, so I probably attributes to my lean body is the negative 50 degrees. I was in a cryotherapy freeze the whole time. I feel like Stallone in Demolition Man, yeah.
I think that's a good way to end it.
Yeah.
When you were out there, I noticed that you were using a lot of the inside and the outside low kicks to the calf.
Yeah.
Even to, is that something that you're going to really try to utilize? I mean, the guy's 6'3", it's going to be hard to hit in the head.
Yeah.
He's long, he's rangy, and you're a very intelligent fighter. I mean, are you looking to start low and high? Or?
I don't necessarily know where I'm going to start, but I mean, obviously you see that's just in my instincts right now is to chop them legs. That's something that's in my game to begin with, and I just feel like he lends himself to it a little bit. He knows that. He's 6'3". He knows those legs are long, so it's no secret that I'm going to try to kick him. If you've ever watched any of my fights, you know I'm going to kick you. So yeah, I think that's something that's there for the taking. That calf kick is just something I've been playing around with pretty much this week. Is really, I mean, it was part of the game plan, but we'll see. I'm just having fun with. Craig's obviously not 6'3".
Right.
He's a 5'11" wrestler.
He's got a heavy boxing stance. He's got his quads. He's kind of heavier on his feet. You like to move around a lot.
Yeah.
Is that something that you think is really going to play a huge part in this fight for you?
Yeah, I think
Speed, movement?
I think speed is something I really focused on for this training camp. One of the reasons I want it to be really low, come in really lean and in shape, is so that I can have that output, have that movement. Because if you're not training like that and used to it, when you dehydrate and then rehydrate, sometimes you can get a little sluggish. So I didn't want to have a brutal weight cut for my first time back since last April, since making 55. So yeah, movement, speed, in and out.
Win here does what for you?
A win here, well, gets me into that top 10 area, and I think it gives me the right to start calling out some bigger names in this division who are kind of being crybabies about so-and-so won't fight me, this person won't fight me. It's like, I will.
Best luck.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Your bags
Oh.
in the